ṣe pàtàkì.
It's time to celebrate the brightest and most curious minds on the planet, our children. On this special day, we celebrate the creativity and excitement children brings to our life. The 2025 NTA Lagos Channel 10 Children's Day event will feature match pass, beauty pageant, dance competition, games, chess, Scrabble, table tennis, Ludo, and so much more. Watch your favorite artists perform, have fun, and play in our colorful bouncy castle. Send shout-outs and goodwill messages to your loved ones. All these will be happening on Tuesday, 27th May 2025. Venue, NTA Lagos Channel 10, Tedrosho Avenue, Yaba. Time, 10 a.m. Gate fee, 3,000 naira per child. There will be gift packs for every child and prizes for winners of the various competitions. For sponsorship and inquiries, please call Incam 0706 086 5487, Chibuzo 0812 324 5519, Gmo 0803-830-1669. Date again, Tuesday, 27th May 2025. Venue, NTA Lagos Channel 10 premises, Tedrosho Yaba. Time, 10 a.m. Gate fee, 3,000 naira per child. The NTA Lagos Channel 10 Children's Day Party promises to be an unparalleled adventure. Happy Children's Day.
Seven leadership principles you can learn from an eagle. 1. Eagles fly alone and at high altitudes. Stay away from narrow-minded people, those that bring you down, and keep good company. 2. Eagles have an accurate vision. Have a vision and remain focused regardless of the obstacles, and you will succeed. 3. Eagles do not eat dead things. They feed only on fresh prey. Do not rely on your past accomplishments. Keep looking for new frontiers to conquer. 4. Eagles love the storm. Achievers are not afraid of challenges. Rather, they release them and use them profitably. 5. When a female eagle meets a male eagle, she tests him for commitment. Whether it's a personal life or professional, one should test the commitment of people intended for partnership. 6. Eagles prepare for training. Leave your comfort zone. There is no growth there. 7. When the eagle grows old, they hunt themselves for new feathers. We occasionally need to shed off the old habits. Things that burden us or add no value to our lives should be let go.
Despite the fact that Nigeria has Africa's highest caseload of depression and ranks 15th in the world in the frequency of suicide according to World Health Organization, many Nigerians still have misconceptions and misbeliefs about mental illness, hence stigmatize people associated with these medical conditions. It is not surprising then that most common beliefs of causes of mental illness among Nigerians, according to research, are supernatural causes. For example, magic, witchcraft, sorcery, and divine punishment.
My own belief, some they are smoke drug, and then some they are spiritual.
Do you know thinking makes someone to be mad? When you overthink, you don't have something to be eating. You'll be thinking, how will I get this to work? And how will I sustain for today?
I believe in witches and wizards because some of them, maybe if you do them something, they'll use that one and do you something.
Not every symptom of mental illness, you understand, is caused by spiritual this thing. But I'm not trying to say that, you understand, that not some level of attacks, you understand, spiritually, you understand, because I believe that things like that, you understand, they exist, you understand, but not all.
Where should the person seek solution?
In the church, because I've seen many of them there, because that's the church I went to. So I see many of them there. So that's the right place for them to go.
With these misconceptions and misbeliefs about mental illness, the result is stigmatization of people with mental illness and social distance. As a result, many of the admissions into community-based inpatient psychiatric units and mental hospitals are involuntary.
When you're talking about poor mental health, there are so many things that will come together. There are issues that, stress, no money, there are problems here and there, all these issues could come up together and give one a bad mental health.
With high rate of mental problems among Nigerians, traditional medicine is the preferred treatment option for those affected. Hence, the proliferation of illegal rehabilitation centers.
For people who are affected, then they need to consult a specialist. They need to go to the hospital. For mental health issues, especially for psychiatric issues, they need to go to the psychiatric hospital. And for psychological issues, they need to see a psychologist who's going to help them. Everything boils down on money, and a lot of families cannot afford it. Our religious belief to makes people to believe that white Orthodox medicine cannot do it, traditional people can do it, or prayer can do it.
With only 8 federal neuropsychiatric hospitals in Nigeria, it is quite obvious that there is considerable neglect of mental issues in the country. Hence, all stakeholders must intensify efforts to invest more in mental health facilities across the country and drastically increase mental health literacy and workable health policies. With this done, there will be significant reduction in stigmatization and increase in health-seeking behavior of the mentally ill.
Entrepreneurship in Nigerian economic landscape includes many businesses considered to be the informal sectors of the economy. The Nigerian informal sector is said to be a major contributor to the Nigerian economy, accounting for a significant portion of employment and national gross domestic product (GDP). In our research, it was indicated that the Nigerian informal sector accounted for 65% of Nigeria's GDP.
MSME are basically businesses that helps a nation thrive. This industry, they are the bedrock of innovation and economic development. So the number one benefit of the small-scale enterprise is that they help the country to reduce unemployment. The industry also helps to give trainings to people to have skills and semi-skills that they can also use to employ others into their own businesses. This industry also helps to connect people together, because if you look at most of these people that do small businesses, you see that they usually have a network together, in that they have like something like a cooperative that they do to help sustain their business.
The informal sector comprises any activity or source of income that is not fully regulated by the government and other public authorities, which includes enterprises that are not officially registered. Examples of informal employment workers include street traders, subsistence farmers, small-scale manufacturers, service providers, and traders, some of which are family businesses which for generations have continued to sustain their economic needs. One of several women in the market is Mrs. Endurance Edafiogo.
I have HND in mass communication. I have applied for so many jobs, but I've not gotten a good reply. My mom was actually an entrepreneur. She was selling oil in jerry cans, but I chose to do this one because I felt it's something I could manage, and it pays very well.
For Mrs. Edafiogo, joining the family business wasn't a bad decision. Rather, it was a way of being self-empowered.
The benefit is that I'm always having money with me. I'm never broke. You don't have to wait till month end before you have cash. Challenges are every time you need to go to the market to get what customers need. Today you get this and you come and say you need this. And of course you have to make your customers happy. And during raining season, you have to jump up and start coming to shop, to open the shop, even with the raining and all that. Okay. But to God be the glory. So,
in what ways can these small-scale family businesses be enhanced to improve economic benefits for the market women and nation?
When we talk about family businesses, they still fall between the micro enterprise. So a lot of family businesses can thrive if government policies is very, very friendly. Nigeria government has really done well in this aspect. And in the last decade as well, we also saw things like the UWIN project, the Smidan project, the Empower, the Trader Money. These are all policies that government did so that businesses can thrive.
It is quite obvious that family businesses and other economic activities in the informal sector of Nigeria's economy are critical to continuous economic survival of market women and economic stability of Nigeria. The women must be encouraged to continue in the path of economic prosperity. Also, the thrill of being in the driver's seat on the road to success should be more motivation for the market women to succeed. Are you contemplating starting your own business because of lack of job opportunity, or you're tired of the 9-to-5 job? Go ahead and create that job of your dream.
Man is a social being who loves to live in the society with other human beings. It is a known fact that man cannot stay alone. He has to relate to the social environment. This could be his home, community, or his state. For him to build better relationship, he needs to communicate. Today's communication has gone beyond the use of telephone, electric telegraph, and newspapers. The advent of the internet made life easy. It revolutionized communication to the extent that it is now the preferred medium of everyday communication, which gave birth to social media. Social media, a means of interaction amongst people in which they create, share, and exchange information as well as ideas in virtual communities and networks. Such tools include Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, LinkedIn, and so many others have helped break down geographical barriers that once restricted communication with its benefits, which includes sharing information, publicity, meeting people, and growing brands.
Social media has helped in communication in the sense that it has helped the transmission of information and messages easier, and it has largely bridged the gap. Like we don't have issues of okay, our relatives are abroad, we can't talk to them through Facebook, through Twitter. We can always talk to them and communicate to them.
There's a lot of advantage on the social media platform. Like basically, it helps a lot of people when it comes to business, when it comes to exposing to art, actually music. It helps a lot of people because it has that platform that people can use to, reach out to a bigger market.
Social media also has its challenges that could diminish understanding and thoughtfulness and even pose as a threat. These could come in form of cyberbullying, cybercrime, stalking, fraud, and infringement of privacy.
Cyberbullying actually, it's not a good thing. It's about when people use your informations against you. Maybe your picture. You can have an anonymous person take your informations, get to use them against you. Maybe your picture, someone can create a fake profile and use your picture against you, your informations. And that way people might think it's you, but basically it's not you.
The prevalence of social media has also made it easy for content shared by individuals to be viewed by strangers as well as acquaintances, thereby creating room for insecurity.
On social media, it's like a pass. People can't get to you except you allow them. So when someone infringe on your privacy, I think you've left room for that to some level.
Due to the anonymous nature of the internet, people could sit behind the screen from anywhere in the world and commit fraudulent activities. So it behoves individuals to be more security conscious, to be aware.
With a trend in social media where everyone wants to network, while some have been lucky to enjoy the benefits of social media, some have also suffered the negative side, especially as it concerns their private life.
There is no framework for regulating what goes into the social media. And there are people's rights. Right to privacy is involved. Right to freedom of expression is there. People's right to know is there. But you see, we need to balance these rights. If you say, I have freedom of expression, that freedom does not include freedom to libel somebody or to, disparage the reputation of a person and organization.
The benefits of social media cannot be overemphasized, as it hasn't only connected people with their loved ones, but it's one of the means of growing businesses and creating innovations. However, we must shun all manner of negativity associated with it, while users should be cautious and more conservative on sharing information concerning their personal life.
According to the United Nations Children's Fund, Nigeria has the highest number of people still practicing open defecation. The implication of this is that Nigeria needs to do more in the provision of public sanitation facilities. The gravity of the situation can be illustrated with Lagos, home to more than 13 million people and the center of intense economic and business activities in Nigeria. Despite the huge population and all its hustle and bustle, public toilets and other sanitation facilities are grossly inadequate and often unusable by people who want to answer nature's call. In a bid to improve on the sanitation and public toilet situation, we gathered that Lagos Ministry of Environment, in partnership with a private organization, upgraded and refurbished some public toilet facilities in Lagos. It is obvious that more needs to be done. With many people disposing their waste in all sorts of places, Lagos, like several other cities in Africa, faces severe negative effects on public health due to poor human waste disposal.
In Nigeria, open defecation is still um, on a very high side and is increasing annually. Mobile toilets are means of meeting the shortage in facilities for toilets. Sitting on a toilet in public wouldn't probably lead to you having an infection in whatever way. I know as a doctor, I've come in contact with patients who think that they got a urinary tract infection from the toilet or a genital infection from the toilet. Maybe they have a discharge, they think it's from using a public toilet. But no, those things are highly unlikely. What is likely to be picked up from a public toilet is whatever you pick up with your hand and take into your mouth. So fecal-orally transmitted infection, because stool actually contain a large load of germs.
Before, we formerly go inside bush, we go along the road, but now when we have this one, we are very fine.
To meet 2030 deadline for the eradication of open defecation in Nigeria, both the government and private sector must work together to reverse the ugly trend, while the government at all levels must continue to create awareness and improve on the public sanitation facilities. The portable restroom industry should see these as an opportunity to invest in mobile toilet business, where the increasing demand for the mobile toilets, owner companies will find it more profitable ventures with unlimited growth.
A situation where before and after use of the toilet, there are some certain things expected of you, and this should be carried out before you use the toilet, and even after you have used it, you should make it fit for the next user.
Toilet hygiene is very important. In fact, we know the effects of not having toilets around. They could lead to outbreak of diseases. And recently, Nigeria has been rated as one of the second or even first in open defecation. So toilet hygiene is very important.
They should provide wash hand bases also with running water in the tap. They should provide liquid soap in dispensers, not hand soaps. They should also provide drying system for the hand after hand washing, either disposable papers or a hot hair dryer. And apart from that, they should provide a system of cleaning such that it is always kept clean. Yes, users are supposed to clean up after themselves, but it won't be. Someone has to be in charge of cleaning these places. So those are the minimum standard. Those are the minimum things to provide.
With sustained collaborative efforts by all stakeholders and conscious efforts by Nigerians to make Nigeria clean and healthy, before long, the giant of Africa will begin to witness sanitation revolution that will be the envy of all. Insurance policies, among other benefits, provide economic protection, shares risks, encourage savings, and eliminate dependency, which will help policyholders to easily survive unforeseen adversity. However,